Alright everyone, welcome back. Today, I decided I would put together a quick little video for you guys showing you the single player settings I have and have been using. I've been playing about 20 or so hours, if not more, and had no crashes, no issues, very little lag, except for in the very heavily dense areas. So yeah, I figured I would show you guys the settings I'm using for single player in case you guys are having any issues. Now, I did turn my camera off just because it was kind of in the way. Otherwise, I would have kept the camera on, but it's not about me, it's about the settings. So, figured it really shouldn't make much of a difference. Alright. First, we are going to move over to just regular game rules here. And we'll just kind of zip through some of these because I didn't change many. On this page here for the player, I didn't change anything on this page. It's all been left the same. On creature as well, it is the exact same. I did not change anything on this page. Structure, it's very similar. The only thing I did turn off on this one is I did turn off the placement collision. This allows you to actually clip into the environment a little bit or into other structures so that you can really place and do how you want for builds. You don't have to have it on, but I do suggest it if you are having some issues with building, certain things that you want. Over here in World, I did change the taming speed multiplier to ×5 because I do recordings and stuff, and I don't want to spend, an eternity recording, or an eternity for videos for recording. Harvest yield, same thing. It's on ×5 for the same reason, just so that I can actually get some materials without having to grind, an eternity of time. Allow speed leveling and flyer speed leveling. Both of those are off because I wanted a more traditional kind of playthrough with just, some increased stats. So it didn't go all crazy. I didn't put everything back to the way it used to be. Maximum difficulty, this is turned on. This allows the creatures to be able to spawn at level 150, which really helps. It doesn't guarantee that they all will, but it does guarantee that you will have a higher chance of getting those 150 dinos. If you're not finding any max level dinos, I definitely suggest turning this on. This does make a difference. It's one of the ones I always make sure to put on. If this isn't on, you'll find a lot of level 5, 10, 15 level dinos everywhere you go, and almost never find those high level ones. Now, PvE mode, this is kind of dependent on what you're playing. If you're playing with a buddy on the couch or something, yeah, you might want PvP on, but I run PvE mode. This does make a difference in your settings. Make sure this is turned on unless you are playing PvP. We'll move over to rules here. In rules, I didn't alter very much in here at all, I don't think. No, it looks like, yeah, I didn't change anything in this. So this is all left the same. Over in the advanced section, though, I did change stuff. So, in advanced, in the PvE section, again, depending on if you're playing PvE or PvP, will depend on what you change here. PvE, I did go in and I changed the cave building to on because I do like to build in my caves. If you don't want people to be able to build in the cave, again, if you're playing with buddies or something, you can turn that off, and it stops people from building in caves. The biggest ones that you do want to turn on here, and I can't stress this enough, is the disable structure decay and disable dino decay. These, I don't remember being on in the other game. Maybe I just, had turned them on because I've been playing that game for 5, 6, 7 years. I can't even remember. So, with these ones off, if you don't have them on, your structures and dinos in single player will decay after 7 days regardless. They just, disappear. Not very handy. I didn't know this until I loaded up a game and everything had a timer on it, and I was like, what's going on with these timers? And that's exactly what it is. So, wanted to make sure to point that out. Definitely check, make sure these are on for your single player so that you don't come in one day and just find your stuff missing. The other ones here, no diseases. You can turn that on if you want so that you have no diseases in the game and just kind of make it easier for you. I didn't. I did turn on the non-permanent diseases because, I don't want to spend all my time grinding and stuff like that, so I don't mind getting some diseases in the game, but I don't want to, have some issues. Allow cave flyers is another one that's usually off, but I do turn this one on. It lets you be able to take flyers into caves, which you normally can't do. Stuff like a Pteranodon can really make cave runs a breeze. Now, you don't have to have that one on. It is kind of, optional for you, but I do have it on for me. PvP, I didn't change anything because I'm not playing PvP. In the world section, I did change stuff. So day cycle speed, I have it turned to 1. It's, I think, normally on 1. The daytime speed, however, I have on 0.31. That way the daytime doesn't go blowing past really, really fast. Nighttime speed, I have on double speed. That way the night goes a bit quicker. You don't have to sit there, you know, waiting for an eternity for night to finish so you can go do your builds and stuff again. If you are doing more stuff at nighttime, keep this on 1 and it'll just keep a balanced day-night schedule and you won't have to worry. Everything else in here, I didn't really change anything else. Over on harvest screen here in the center, I did change the mating interval to 6 and laying egg interval to 6, as well as egg hatch speed. This is because, again, same thing, for recording purposes, I want them to breed faster. I want to be able to, you know, get the eggs and hatch them quicker, get those babies matured a bit. The one I didn't mess with yet is the babies. I haven't actually hatched any out in this game yet, so I don't know what they've altered or what I need to change. So I will do a separate baby setting video once I get around to that. Wild dinos, I did not change anything in here as well. Tame dino and player, these are all the same as well, just the base that they set up. Didn't want it to be all crazy and, you know, the stats all over the place, so it is a very generic and normal setup. XP multipliers, I did change a few things. So we have double XP for crafting. You get times 3 XP for killing, you know, any of the dinos and stuff. That way it gives you a bit more of a purpose, instead of, you know, just the generic single XP you were getting. The boss creatures, I have it on times 6 because it takes a lot of work to take down a boss, and a lot of the time you come out with a lot of casualties. Alpha creatures are the same, very, very strong, so I have that on 6. Cave creatures is normal on 1, and wild creature kills are on 3. So, the cave creatures I probably would actually turn up to 3 here. Let's just do that quickly. There we go. Just so that it's even. Now, tamed creatures are on normal and unclaimed on normal. In miscellaneous here, what we have altered here is the passive defenses hurt riderless dinos. I turned this on, that way the spike walls constantly will hurt whatever hits them. It doesn't matter, it'll even hurt you, which is not always a good thing, but I like to have it that way. That way I know when they're working and not working, just, you know, more realism. The custom recipe effectiveness, I did change that up to times 3 XP, or times 3 times. The supply crate loot, it's on double, that way you get twice the chance of getting better stuff. Platform structure limit, I did jack that up to 5. It gives you the most amount of structures you can place on a platform before you hit that limit. And last is the show floating damage text. This is when you're attacking something or a structure, you'll see the numbers pop up so you know how much damage you're doing. You really don't need that on if you don't want, but I play a lot of RPG games and, you know, just games that I enjoy seeing how much damage I'm doing. So, that is literally all. If you want to know anything else, make sure to let me know. I do answer each and everybody. I can help you with whatever settings you might need. I have played ARK Survival Evolved for many, many, many years, and Ascended is very similar. Yeah, there's slight changes to the actual settings, but not too much. So, if I can help you in any way, just let me know. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like. It really helps out and helps YouTube recommend these videos. If you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content or if you want to see other future videos. Until next time, keep being kind to one another, keep being kind to yourselves, and I will see each one of you guys here real soon.